Exactly.
All right, so talking about your studies in Innopolis, you're in the same program as I am, but I'm a year ahead, the
Yeah.
AI program.
Mm-hmm.
And I also really struggled when I came, despite taking a ton of online courses just to bridge the gap. So
Mm-hmm.
imagine if somebody just came and you would definitely go home in one day. So
Exactly.
I want to ask, like, was these online courses that you took before, did they help you in bridging the gap when you arrived at Innopolis?
Yes, they did, especially in terms when it comes to my courses like machine learning and which other courses that. Okay, here at Innopolis, the courses in the first semester when I just came, I had like two math courses, maths that I've never seen in my life before. Yeah.
So the idea is you're actually building. It's as if you're developing machine learning algorithms from scratch. You're looking at the hood, the math behind them. This is something that
Exactly.
you hardly find in any curriculum out there. They're mostly going to teach you how to like use libraries to build machine learning models. But here, you're actually going to the hood where you can, for example, maybe you can write your own PyTorch and you put it out there. Though it's exaggerated, though, but that's the idea. You really, and it's really difficult. Like
Yeah.
optimization for
Oh
solar
my
plant.
God.
You got an A.
No, I got an A in high dimensional data analysis.
Oh, okay.
Automation, I got a B.
Okay.
Guys, it was Innopolis is not what you think. Not only Innopolis, abroad, studying abroad is not what you think because the gap between what you did back in your home country, whether Cameroon, Nigeria, or Ghana, the gap between what you did and what you're coming to study abroad is just too wide. You have to do a lot of work to fill in. And the problem with visa delays and everything, I think we'll talk about this in another video, but you might end up coming late and you have to try to catch up with the work at hand and you want to cover up this gap. So taking online courses beforehand before even getting to the university, your university of choice, is very important because you start bridging that gap before you even get to the university.
I see. I see.
Yeah,
So let's talk about your scholarships again. So we started in March of 2024,
exactly.
and you submitted your first application in September, October of 2024. That was for the embassy scholarship and probably for Open Doors.
And HSC. Okay, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And by December, you got the scholarship to study applied AI models at the Higher School of Economics in Moscow.
Exactly.
Then later, you about a month in January, around January 30th,
January, I
you
got
got from the Russian
Russian
embassy.
embassy. Mm-hmm.
And the Russian embassy takes how many Cameroonians yearly for scholarship?
I think the year I applied, they were taking 140.
So that's the quota. So they
Yeah,
give 140 to Cameroon.
yeah.
And you have an idea about how many people applied in total? Can you estimate?
I don't know, but there's so many, but I can't say for sure.
So we're talking of potentially tens of thousands.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
And did you get a first class? What was your GPA?
I had a second class upper. My GPA for my bachelor was 3.52.
Okay, so yours is even higher. You were very
Yeah,
close to
to
first
first
class.
class,
But
yeah.
I think Frank, we'll talk about Frank in a bit, the other mentor who's in Sweden, had a
Mm-hmm,
lesser GPA. And
mm-hmm.
in my own case, I also got this scholarship for my master's here in Innopolis, and I now have it for PhD too. My GPA was low. I had just 3.2. And this year we had a mentee again, another testimony coming with,
Yeah,
with just 2.7 or
2.7,
2.8.
2.82, I
Yeah.
think.
So, what did you think? Because if they are receiving thousands of applications, I believe that out of these thousands that they are getting,
Mm-hmm.
if they are given, let's say, 140 to Cameroon, they're going to split into bachelor's, master's, PhD, and
PhD,
maybe residency programs for people doing medicine. Maybe master's space may just be 30.
yeah.
And we're talking about engineering and all other aspects. So you think they don't have up to 30 or 35 people who had like 3.8 GPA plus that are applying?
I'm sure they did.
So what did you think was the key thing that made your application to be selected among this 140?
Um, I met you, and you knew what you were doing. So, yeah, okay. I think my portfolio. So I built a very strong portfolio because I knew the application. Like when I started the Russian government scholarship, I knew, okay, this is my first choice, this is my second choice. So I built my portfolio for this scholarship with respect to my first and second choice because I know if I get the scholarship, the Ministry of Education is going to send my documents to my first choice, and if they don't accept me, they're going to send them to the second choice. So I built my portfolio with respect to the program in these first two schools. So because I took online courses, now I had a very well detailed
Personal
CV
statement.
with links to proof to my certificate. Like, don't go around writing things in your CV that you don't have proof of. That is like a no no. So everything I put on my CV, I had proof of it. when you look at my motivational letter, I have so many motivational letters I wrote between the, like, he was on
We
my neck.
spend a
I
lot of
was
time with review and shift
I was updating my motivational letter every week, updating my CV
based
every
on
week.
your
As I
achievements. Yeah.
complete a course, as I learn something new in a course
Oh,
I'm
I know how
taking,
to do this. I know how to do
oops, I
sense of
add
fusion.
it. Now I can do sense of fusion. Now I can do ROS, a lot of things. So what made my application different from others? There were people with GPAs higher than 3.52 that I had, but they didn't have a portfolio probably. But I had a portfolio. I had certifications for every course I mentioned in my CV that I took. I had certification for all the conferences I attended. I took leadership certifications as well, like the
Yeah, they
Aspire
aspire.
Leadership
Well,
program.
please, if
Yeah.
you're watching this channel right now, go to, is it aspire.org or aspire.com? Just Google
Aspire.org.
Aspire Leadership Program. It's one of the best leadership programs out there. It's offered by faculty members of the Aspire Institute of Harvard University, and it's free. It's for first generation college students. You definitely should take it, and you belong to the Aspire alumni, where you take a whole lot. You see a lot of opportunities. Possibly you want to spend maybe in Canada, Australia, the opportunities where you can apply and they maybe pay for your IELTS or TOEFL, sometimes even human for application fees. Um, right now, I think you and I we also completed the AI integrated leadership program
Exactly.
because we are part of the Aspire alumni,
Yeah.
and you keep building the portfolio again for next scholarship cycle.
My portfolio now, it's so strong already. Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
so we should wrap up the interview fast so we don't keep it quite long.
Okay.
How is school going in Innopolis?
School in Innopolis is great.